everyone, it's Christine Gritman, and I am here with Social. This is my show that I do every single week with smart friends talking about different topics about social media, business, all of that. And today I have some really exciting return guests. I have Andrew and Pete. Yay!
Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you so much for having us, Christine.
Thank you so much for being back. I think you guys were last on in like 2017 or 2018 or something.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, and at that time we were talking about what was then your new book, which was Content Mavericks. And so things have changed a lot since then. You focused a lot more on your membership program, Atomic, all of that. But what we're going to talk about today, very topical, is I was supposed to be coming out there. A lot of people were supposed to be coming out there on April 28th for Atomicon 20, the second year of your epic conference. And of course, we're not doing that now, but instead of doing what so many other organizers are doing and saying, you know what, we'll just do an online summit, you guys got really innovative with it. You did a lot more than that, and we're going to get to it. But first, I would love it if you would give us some background. Before there was Atomicon, there was Atomic. So why don't you kind of walk us down memory lane a little bit and give us some background.
Okay. So it was May 19th, 1990, where Pete was born. And then June 19th, 1990, I was born. And then
good job with
fast forward. Yeah. Then fast forward till 2014, the end of 2014, we launched our program Atomic. And Atomic is for the small and mighty business. We almost wanted to redefine what it meant to be a small business owner. And it wasn't like small is bad. Atomic means small is good. Like if you're a small business owner, you can be flexible, you can make a lot more money, you can be a lot more scalable, you can be a lot more quicker at adapting to certain situations. And that's where our passion lied, like helping one-man bands. Most of our members are solopreneurs, helping them grow online, scalable businesses. And so we ran that for a good few years. And then it was the end of 2018, I think it must have been, Pete. I'm trying to get my dates right here.
Yeah.
Where our members started saying to us, guys, we want a conference. Like, guys, we want a conference. And there was quite a few business conferences kind of popping up in the UK. And we weren't really that interested, were we, Pete, in like running a conference. It wasn't really on our radar until like our members started saying like, please do it, please do it, please do it.
Got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, like, so it came out of demand of the membership, basically. They wanted a place to kind of meet up. And we said, okay, let's do a small one in 2019. So, like, honestly, when we were planning this conference, we expected maybe 80 to 100 people to show up.
That's very amusing to me. Because you guys really do have a huge and passionate fan base. Some of us even have T-shirts. I mean, we were going to show up.
This is true. I don't know what it was, Pete. I think it was just like a lack of confidence, maybe, that people would travel to Newcastle. We're in Newcastle, which is northeast. So, like, a lot of the conferences are happening in London, the capital. And we thought, do people really come to Newcastle? But it turns out, yes. So, 2019, we had almost 350 people there for the first year, which blew our minds. It was probably the highlight of our career so far, like more so than anything that day, wasn't it, Pete? We just felt like just amazed that all these people traveled to Castle to come to our conference. And so,
and I will say one thing that I really noticed about Atomicon, which is that it was very clearly planned by people who have attended conferences. You guys really put the experience and the fun and the community elements of it front and center, and you also had incredible speakers and incredible content, and so it really did get the business objectives, but what really stood out to me was that you captured the fun. It was extremely on brand, and so people who your brand appeals to had a really good experience at that conference. I just had to get that in there. It's different from other conferences in that way.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like that was very deliberate from us, wasn't it, Pete? When we were planning it, we were thinking, because we've been to loads of conferences at this point when we were planning it, and we almost like took the things that we really loved from all the other conferences that we've been to and just tried to make them more on brand for us. So like experience was like a big part. And then it went so well, and we had such a great time just planning all of that kind of experience. we thought like we need to scale this up. We need to do this like bigger and better. Like
You need to blow it up.
yeah. So for
Okay.
AtomicCon 2020 was going to be like our all right, guys, we are going all in on
The
this
stadium
now.
tour.
You wanted it, let's do it. And we booked out this amazing venue called the Sage, which is on the Newcastle, well, Gateshead side, Quayside. It's a music venue. It was like beautiful. It holds 1,600 people. And like the plan was, let's fill it. Let's bring all these people here. Let's have a great time. And then that didn't happen.
It didn't. Why not? What happened?
Well, some little pandemic happened.
Oh, that old thing. And I feel like
Yeah.
it progressed really quickly from, okay, this is on, to it's on, but some people may not be able to make it in person, to within a week it was, no, we can't do this in person at all. It felt like the progression was really, really quick. So tell us what that like week or two of your lives was like.
So this is the most like stressful few weeks of our life. So just imagine, like, we've got this membership, right? And we love the membership. And all year we've been gearing up with our members, like, for this amazing in-person event. So every single day, me and Andrew have literally got in the car, drove to the office, and visualized what it's going to be like. All our hard work throughout the whole year, been building up to this one epic day where everyone gets to come together. We have all these amazing parties, amazing speakers, amazing networking.
It's like a business wedding.
Yes, right. And we're literally like every day we visualized we're backstage, like the audience. We can hear the buzz of excitement on the main stage in the arena, and we've got like this voice that introduces us, like, welcome onto the stage, like Andrew and Pete, and we run out onto the stage, and we're like, yeah, and we run around, and we take a moment, we take a breath, and we finally look up into the crowd, and there it is, like 1,000+ people, all there just for us, and all these speakers, and for everyone else, and that's when we think to ourselves, like, yeah, like we did that, and it was going to be this big momentous thing. And so, like, that 2 weeks, every single day, look, I nearly fell over. Every day, it was just like, oh, this isn't going to affect us. Oh, like, maybe it will. Oh, maybe some people might not want to come. Oh, like, we just can't even do this anymore. And it was so quick, and it was just completely devastating. Not just for us, but also, like, all the members that have been looking forward to it, like, and meeting everyone.
I was fully prepared to be not stupid, but stubborn. If I was allowed to go, I was fully prepared to go. Especially since, I mean, think about it. It's a huge venue. You would have had some people not coming. So, you know, social distancing might still have been possible. I was fully prepared to come if there was a way.
Yeah. And I feel like the more and more serious it got, the more that slipped away. And we had some people that were really like hardcore stubborn, that really still wanted to come. But at the end, like, everyone knew it was the right decision to.
I think it got to a point, didn't it, where it was like, even if we can run this event, this is not the event that we had promised everyone, and this isn't the event that we had kind of been visualizing. Like, we got to the point where we were like, well, maybe we can have like 50 people there and like stream the rest of it. And when we got to like thinking like that, it was like, okay, we just need to stop trying to put our efforts into trying to do something, like, and instead like put all of our efforts into trying to do something that everyone, no matter where they were in the world, could attend, could enjoy, and could be a part of, which is where the virtual experience came from.
Yeah, so I definitely want to talk about that, because I'm sure there was a minute where you said, you know what, let's just move it to an online summit platform and just live stream the speakers. But that's not the route you took. You innovated. No. So I want to hear how that happened.
Yeah. So basically, like, we don't do things by half. And if we're going to turn this thing into a virtual event, then we're going to make it the most epic virtual event ever, because that's what the in-person event was going to be. And so we set ourselves the challenge of, okay, if this has to be virtual, how can this virtual experience be even better than the actual in-person experience? How can it actually offer even more value? And so we set to planning what that would look like hypothetically, and it's all just come down to that one question: how can we make it better and more valuable? So we've done some like epic things. So basically, and also, by the way, like we couldn't like cancel or postpone this because it just wouldn't make sense for us. Like there's no point going into that, but that just wasn't really an option.
I appreciate that.
It was like let's do this virtual thing. And you know what, as well, I think it's also come at the right time where people have had this shock and everyone's really upset and angry and maybe frustrated. But at Atomicon, the virtual experiences come at this time where I think people really need it as well. Like people need the hope, they need reskilling, they need help financially, they need help pivoting, they need help re-niching or getting more sales in quickly. They need help adjusting, and they need people to talk to.
That's a really big component of what you put together. The connection component has been huge.
Yeah. So yeah, like one of the biggest reasons people come to events is because they want to network, right? They want to meet people. So should we talk about some of the things that we implemented?
Yeah, just run down the list. And one thing that I really want to emphasize to the folks at home is what you said about how you didn't just want to create an alternative. You wanted to improve upon this already epic thing that was going to be the highlight of your careers. You wanted to improve upon it. You wanted to take it further. And I think that also, the timing for that is incredible because you're showing the possibilities if you think creatively. So yeah, guide us through the pieces of this epic thing you've created.
Yeah, okay. So, for example, like we started thinking, why do people want to go to events? Everyone loves like learning new stuff, but really people love going to events to meet like-minded people, meet new people, network. And we thought, okay, how can we do that online? Like, yes, we can have a Facebook group. Yes, we can do like that kind of stuff. But then we started thinking, well, now it's online, like we can start doing things that are a little bit more structured. And like one of the first decisions we made was to hire a Atomicon matchmaker. So we hired this amazing person called Samantha Hill. She is great, and basically her whole role over the first... Well, what we should actually note as well, Pete, we haven't said this yet, is that we extended Atomicon. So we said, okay, we're going to move the start date. It was April 28th. We're going to start this on April 1st, run it all April, and then have the main day still on April 28th. And then throughout April, give people a chance to learn some new stuff, but mainly give people a chance to network, give people a chance to meet each other, connect. So we hired this matchmaker. When people, every ticket holder got an email that said, we want to like match you up with some new people. Let us know, firstly, who you are, and secondly, like who you want to meet. And we got as many attendees as possible. Not everyone's done it yet. If you haven't done this yet, go do it, because it's stuff happening right now.
I had my Zoom call with my person yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I helped her with her branding.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Sam has basically been matching people up, email introducing them, and encouraging them to chat. And that's gone down really well. And it's something that we tried to improve upon, because at an event you can... Well, it's actually something, we started thinking about these ideas, and we started thinking we could actually do this at a real event anyway. So I think like one of the silver linings to this whole thing is that it's made us think more creatively and come up with new ideas that we probably are going to run at when it is live in person again.
Yeah, because if you think about, like, when you go to an event, you might meet some really awesome people, but that's all based on luck. Like, those serendipitous moments where you may or may not meet someone that actually, you wanted to meet. You might just meet some random person.
Yeah, I was stupendously fortunate that... among the very first people I met at Social Media Marketing World 2017 was I just walked up to this guy who had his snap code, his little ghost thing, on the side of his wheelchair, and I thought that was cool. You don't always get that luck. That was Pete, for people who don't know. You don't always get that stupendously lucky. So I really like that, ensuring that people get value out of that. By the way, I just want to note while I'm thinking of it, before I forget, and I'm going to mention it later too, what is the date of Atomicon 2021?
2021?
7th.
Yeah, April 27th, 2021.
April 27th. Awesome. All right, marking it on my calendar now. Continue. Sorry, Pete.
So, we've got Sam doing the matchmaking. So it's making sure people are actually getting to know people who they really want to get to meet as well, and making sure that's actually proactive and not just based on luck. So that's one of the really cool things, and we're doing multiple rounds of those introductions as well. We've also got loads of questions going into the group and networking stuff to get people talking, which open up certain conversations to tell people about themselves so that other people can get to know them. And they are all incentivized as well by prizes. So there's actually prizes for the best networker of the day every single day, every single weekday in April. So people are actually winning money for just talking and getting to know each other.
I love that you're incentivizing them to get more value out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're incentivizing them to do something good for them. Sorry.
Exactly. So, it's just making people a little bit more proactive about it. And that's just awesome. And alongside all this, we've also got table discussions. So, one of the great things about, one of the awkward things about getting to know people is, you don't know if you'll have anything in common. So one of the things that we've put on is these table discussions, so anyone can host them. And we've got tons happening throughout the month. And they're just on topics of interest. So if you're really interested in Pinterest, or if you're really interested in, dogs, or time management, or whatever, you can host or take part in one of these table discussions. And people can just hop into the Zoom. There's usually around 10, 20 people, or sometimes it's smaller, about 5 people. And we've had so much incredible feedback from people who have loved those sessions, because you can just get on. You all have something in common. There's icebreaker questions to get the conversation flowing. And it's just a chance to meet some really great like-minded people.
And again, that's something we could have done this year. And we just didn't think about it. And it's probably something we'll keep up, or at least run before Atomicon next year, so everyone is coming having already met or spoken or chatted to someone, so someone knows each other. So yeah. There are silver linings from a forcing us to think more creatively point of view to all this.
Yeah. There's also going to be a £1,000 prize, a randomly drawn prize for people that show up on the main day to the announcement session.
I turned down a paid speaking engagement on the 28th. I said, I'm sorry, this has been booked for an entire year. I'm going to set my alarm obscenely early, and I'm in. I'm
Yes.
all in on the 28th. I've been looking forward to it for so long, and you've given so much value to it that there's no way I'm missing it.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
I love that.
What else have we done, Andrew? We've had yoga sessions, we've had mental health sessions, we've had training sessions.
I've loved the training sessions. That's been really cool. I saw a really great one. It's been tricky to catch them because I've been really busy, but the fact is you have a whole calendar for us to make sure we know what's happening when. And I saw a really great one with Stephanie Liu with Ecamm, which was fantastic. We're on Ecamm right now, and that was really amazing.
That one went down really well.
She
I love
mesmerized.
that one.
Yeah.
I was she literally she was so smooth. There was an intro video while we waited.
Nuts.
And then there was an introduction. She had comments on the screen, and then she played this custom-made video where she's in a circus and she's in an outfit, and then she brought in Snapchat filters into Zoom.
She's been bringing it. It's been amazing.
I've heard she's not real. I've heard she's just all AI, Stephanie Liu.
I think
She's
that's
so
the rumor.
magical. Oh, I love her. Here's one question. Are the people providing the trainings, are those people who were on the speaker schedule, or is that people who reached out as part of this bonus event? How is that happening?
Yeah, so that was bonus. We thought, okay, if we're going to extend the fringe, let's just extend the amount of training going on. So we basically doubled the speaker lineup, and this all happened within a week. We started thinking, what are the gaps? Who would we have loved to get speaking at Atomicon, but we didn't have all that much room on the lineup when it was an in-person event. Let's get them in. Let's start giving people. And the idea isn't that you have to do every training session. I think that's maybe one of the things that we've had to think on our feet about, getting that across. Because I feel like if we have give so much, it's a bit like, oh my god, there is so much to do now. And it's not a case of doing everything. It's just a case of giving you more opportunities to like listen to the speaker or the session that you need to listen to. And we also extended the replay as well. So the replay is 12 months now as well. So you got 12 months to watch it all in your own time as well.
This is completely mind-blowing. And I know that previously, when there was going to be a live event, there was a fringe day the day before where people were selling tickets to training events. You're throwing in all of this training for free. Not free, you have to be a ticket holder. But even then, people who are Atomic members, who are part of your paid community, where they get value from you all year long already, you gave them Atomicon tickets. Like, this is, like, insane. How much you're giving. It's incredible. I just really love it.
Thank you. I feel like it's been, like, over the past year or so, like, when we first launched Atomic, we had a lot of other services. Like, we were doing one-to-one work, we were speaking, we were writing books, we were doing, like, a ton. Like, over the past year, we've just scaled back on everything, and it's just allowed us to fully focus on the membership and the event. We pulled the event in as part of the membership, and we just want to make it like the best place to be to grow a small business. And like, we're all in on like doing that for ourselves and for our members.
You're walking the talk of your Social Media Marketing World keynote address from 2019, which was all about what you called the 90-10 rule. You said you need to really put 90% of your efforts towards becoming really exceptional at one thing, and then play around and experiment with your other 10%. But you need to focus on your 90 if you really want to get ahead. And it's very clear that Atomic, which was already in existence for years before this, has really become your 90.
Yeah, exactly. In the last year, like the membership has like quadrupled in size. It's really like not only just like amount of members and income for us, but also just like it's better for the members.
Yeah,
like they're getting better results, faster results, bigger results.
We are,
and the happier, the better, the more looked after. Like, we've just hired like an extra 2 or 3 more people this month to help on the team, to help look after and manage and give them more and more value. We've onboarded loads more discounts and perks from other popular brands and tools, and like we've got all this stuff about to come as well throughout the year, and none of that would be possible if we didn't stop doing everything else so that we could focus on it. Because like we had like 9 different income streams, like, but the one thing that we loved and had the most potential was Atomic. And like, why would we split our time 9 ways and not make as much money in 8 out of those 9 ways?
Yeah.
And not have as much enjoyment in 8 of those 9 ways. So it didn't make sense financially or logically or from like a passionate point of view. So like by focusing 90% of our efforts on just that one thing, then we're able to grow it rapidly and make it better. And this is the same for a lot of businesses. I think people just often have too many services, and all the best success stories in the world follow the same rule. Like, they do one thing remarkably well until that thing they can let go of, like they don't have to run it anymore. It's all automated, or it's systematized, or there's other people running it, and then they do the next thing, right? And that's the fastest way to grow for anyone. But what we see from a starting point is, all these successful people have all these things going. They don't realize that they started off with just one thing.
Yeah.
And so they'll try and start all these things and do them all themselves.
Yeah.
So like, just do one product, one service, one audience, one niche, and then like just make that the best thing ever.
Yeah, there's experts who always say diversify, diversify, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but what you're saying is that comes later. You have to succeed first. I love that.
It's like when
right,
they're trying to create all the eggs at the same time, and it's just impossible.
Lay one egg at a time, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the next keynote.
Phrase. Lay one egg at a time.
So I want to go back just for a second to Atomicon, and then I want to talk about what's ahead for Atomic. But so Atomicon, we've got all this incredible build-up, all these trainings, all this networking, all this great stuff all month long. What can we expect on April 28th?
Oh my God! I'm going to take that one.
Okay. So we've got like some of the world's best speakers happening on that day. We've scheduled the whole day, so there's going to be like 20 sessions on that day. There's going to be 3 tracks divided up appropriately depending on like where people are in their journey. So you can watch the track, you can switch tracks, you can do whatever you want, watch whatever session you want on the day. There's going to be prize announcements on the day. There's going to be like our talk on the day. There's going to be big reveals. There's going to be a £1,000 giveaway on the day. We have got an announcement so mega that the internet is going to like...
You're going to break the internet.
Yeah.
I think that might
You're the Kardashians of small business training.
Christian.
I will make sure I'm seated for the big announcement.
Okay.
I'll make sure that I'm prepared.
We might even do one of the announcements like sooner, might we, Andrew?
Ooh.
I think it might. I think I'll make them a few days before the 28th.
I'm so intrigued. So how long is this is going to be? I noticed the schedule is really long. So can we talk about that? Like what do we do on the 28th? What do I booked off my entire day. My family knows they won't even see me. I'm going to be up here in my attic office tucked away all day long, just coming down for the bathroom and food. But so tell me what does the schedule look like on that day?
Right. Yeah. So the other kind of thing that we had to overcome is that we had people coming from all over the world to Atomicon, and it's great when it's in person because it's one time zone you have to deal with. When you take a virtual event online, suddenly you have all these time zones.
So many.
So we've split the day up into like 3 periods. So we've got like the pre-show, which is the morning of UK time. So that's going to be really early for you guys in the States.
I'm in.
And you're in for that, okay?
I'm in.
You're New York, so you're okay. It's going to be really, really early for anyone in California.
I think Marissa's going to get up too. I think Marissa Cali, who's in California, is going to do it. I think she's going to be up at like 3 a.m. just for you.
Okay. I love it. And then, so we're going to have a few sessions in the morning, and then the time where most people are going to be awake, we've got, we're calling it prime time. So that's when we're going to open up prime time. Drew Davis is going to close prime time. And then also, so that runs, I think, till about 5 or 6 p.m. I need to look at the agenda to get it in front of me.
So that's midday New York time, and that's reasonable morning California time.
Yes. And then after that, for the late guys in the UK, and more during the day for you guys in the States, we have the after show. So we've got some more sessions going on in the afternoon. We haven't quite ready to announce there's going to be like other networking opportunities happening on the day as well. And yeah, lots of fun stuff going on in the official group as well.
Wow. So that's going to be that's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. And how are you presenting these sessions? How are we going to view them?
So they are going to be streamed live into the official group.
Great.
We have 3 tracks. We have track leaders who will be introducing the sessions and streaming them. And then the speakers will be in the comments as well.
I also have to give a shout out to your incredible correspondent and FOMO creator, Mei King Sang.
Oh,
You've incorporated her into the month-long extravaganza. So talk about the part she's been playing in that and what she'll be doing on the actual day.
Mei King is our official FOMO creator, so she's been doing announcements in the group, and she's also been doing announcements on our Instagram and Twitter feeds, and basically just telling the world like what's going on, sharing a few takeaways of all the great sessions, and just showing off some of the amazing highlights, really. And just in general, she's just great at networking and connecting people and talking to people and telling the world how great other people are if they're too shy to tell the world how amazing they are. And so she's just a really great person at kind of making everyone feel good, basically.
She really
goes
is.
live as well every day in April. We didn't ask her to do that. She took that on herself.
Oh,
and she's been
wow.
rocking those lives.
Yeah, she's been kind of introducing what people can expect to see in the group throughout the day so that we don't miss anything. It's great. So what's she doing during the event itself? Anything?
Live
tweeting, probably.
Confirmed. She will be doing a lot of FOMO creating on the day as well.
She's watching. She said, my ears are burning. You guys are making me blush. Oh, we love her.
Me blush.
I love that. All right, so we do have to wrap up shortly, but I wanted to ask you, to the degree that you can disclose it, what can we expect to see in the Atomic Group post-Atomicon moving forward? How does this change things at all? But then also, what can we expect for Atomicon 2021 on April 27th, 2021 in Newcastle upon Tyne?
Oh my god. Okay, so I'll take Atomicon 2021. We had so many plans, and part of like the gutting thing of this year is that a lot of the plans that we couldn't do in person, it just wouldn't work online. So we have got like a year's worth of plans lined up for 2021, and all the new ideas we're going to come up with. The lineup is going to be incredible. I feel like I'm so excited for the guys that we have speaking at 2021. It's really, really exciting. Atomic is just going to get bigger and better. We want to implement a lot of the stuff that we've learned from the past month into Atomic going forward. We want to create a lot more of these networking opportunities, a lot more opportunities for the members to connect. I feel like that's maybe a point that we could improve on, definitely now. We've loved the table discussions. We'd love to keep them up in some way. We've started planning what the immediate trainings are in Atomic going forward as well, and we'll be announcing some of that on the day. We've got some exciting things in the pipeline for that with some cool people.
And I think as well, just in general, like this last year, we've surveyed maybe over like 300 of our members, and we found out like the top things that keep on holding them back, like time and time and time and time again. And we've been able to like come up with a plan for the next year in Atomic to make sure that all those barriers are just going to be like obliterated. And combined with our talk this year, which is going to be amazing, like we're going to help people to really see some like amazing rapid growth, like dramatic growth, like using some really innovative styles that no one's ever seen before. It's gonna be really really freaking cool.
You are
I'm so excited.
Up to that now, Pete.
I do have a link in the post. I do have a link in the post for anyone who's interested in checking out the Atomic Group. It has definitely been beyond worth it to be a member of your Atomic Group, and I'm really excited to see what you do going forward. Where can people find you? Where would you like them to look you up?
So our website is andrewandpete.com. On there you'll find links to Atomicon, you'll find links to Atomic, you'll find links to our YouTube channel, which is our favorite place to create content as well. So go check us out, let us know. We're quite sociable, so do say hello on social. We'll say hello back.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you so much, Andrew and Pete, for not only being on the show today, but for all that you are offering us in Atomic all month long. Speaking of all month long, some of you know that this year for social, I've been doing monthly themes. This has been British Invasion Month in honor of my unfortunately cancelled trip to the UK. So next week we have Janet Murray on, and she's going to be talking about about growing your audience. This is a really good time for that. This is a fantastic time for audience growth, and if you're missing those opportunities right now, she's going to teach you how to take advantage of those. So join us next week. Bye.
Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.